Go ahead.
I was wondering what sounds and instruments did you lean on to give First Kill its supernatural vampiric vibe?
Well, a big element of our sound with First Kill is the use of voices, and we use them in varied ways. A lot of times that are very obviously that's voices, but some of the voices are changed so much. For example, one of the singers had come to a session early, and I said, "Hey, I want to show you what you did last week," and she was like, "Where am I at?" I said, "That's you." She said, "What?" And I sold it. I said, "See, that's you." She said, "Still don't get it." And I said, "Okay, let's take all the effects off." And she said, "Oh my goodness, that's exactly what I sang." And that's how much we've changed it. There's some things that you're going to think clearly are a synthesizer or something like that, but it just has a different feel to it, and it's really someone's voice. And sometimes we mix things that don't sound like a voice with the actual voices, the things that sound like voices. So it's a little difference, and that's a big portion of what the sound of where the sound of First Kill comes from.
So a lot of the shows that you work on are really completely different, like tonally.
Yes,
So,
that's purposeful.
so how sort of do you arrive at like setting the tone of a show? Like,
Well, it's different different directions. Sometimes a producer comes in and has an idea of what they want. Sometimes it's me picking at their brain and saying, "Hey, what were you feeling? What were you thinking?" Because let's face it, I'm a cog in the wheel. This is a person that's hung with the story for either months or years in some cases, and I come in at the last minute. I can't be all knowing, all seeing Kurt. Sometimes it's about what were you listening to when you wrote this? What would you do if you had if you had Steven Spielberg's budget, or God's? No, probably I'd prefer Steven's. But you know what I mean, and open up their thinking and open up a dialogue, a conversation about what they're feeling and what they're trying to feel and why and how, and then resting on all of the things that there's things that every musician does that not everybody knows that they do. You know, there's things that they're interested in that not everybody knows that they're interested in. And so, therefore, you can end up having interesting, fortuitous new combinations that you weren't expecting. And I think that's kind of what happened with First Kill. We were able to think about it over a fairly long period of time for me. And the producer showrunner Felicia Henderson had always said that she wanted something really, really different, something that she just hadn't heard on television before. And I was very intrigued with the idea of just pushing the envelope. And she was very honest with me about it. She did not say, "Oh, that was really cool, but could you pull back a little bit?" No, it would always be more. So I thought that was very exciting, and so they're getting to see in that show more than most. They're getting to see what I actually really wanted to do.
With the incredible career that you've had so far, what does it take for a project to really make you sit up and grab your attention?
Well, seeing as how I work for a cheeseburger and a Coke, some fries with it maybe will get me going. No, the the great fortune of having been around for a second and been able to do a lot of different projects is to be on the hunt for stories that you haven't done, and be on the hunt for somebody that just really is trying to push the envelopes and trying to to be different for the sake of telling a story in a different in a more interesting way. And I'm very excited about being able to tell stories from an interesting point of view that we may not have always seen, and combinations in ways that we may not have always seen. That's very exciting to me, and I'm intrigued every chance that I get to do something where it's allowing me to be my authentic self musically. You know, I believe that helps me become a more useful part of their story making idea process.
Do you have a dream project that you'd like to work on, like a genre you
Yes,
haven't
I
done?
want to do A-list Marvel film.
All
Period.
right.
You
Do you
know,
have,
and
like,
why
a
not?
character, a specific character that you want to do, or you just want to take a crack at Marvel?
I want to do a character that no one would expect me to be doing. I would like to do I always used to say Iron Man. That was the one that I wanted to do. But really, I want to do something new that if nobody would expect. They would not see it coming. That they would have chosen me. Much like First Kill. I think First Kill came out, and I encourage people, get the soundtrack, check that out, and see what was actually done there. It is a truly, truly unique score. If they allow me the opportunity to do an A-list Marvel feature, I will change the face of how scoring is done, or I will pay for them to go get somebody else. Seriously, I will give them the money back, and pay for them the going rate for whatever composer that they need to go and do the same old stuff again. I will change the face of how music is perceived for this particular genre if they allow me to do even one of those. And I'm
Press
serious
that into
about
the
it.
universe for you.
Yeah, I want it there. Listen, in the universe and into reality. I mean, because there needs to be a sense of change and openness. They're making so many of these things
Yeah.
right now. There is an opportunity for it to grow beyond a finite level of style and direction. So,
Thank you very much.
thank you. Thank you.